What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha, and we're back with some more live Aha that a number of you have mentioned is one of their most profound and enjoyable live performances. That is the NRK performance, 1991, live in Norway. I'm not quite sure what NRK is. I'm sure people will pass that information along. Nevertheless, I'm very excited to go through this. Incidentally, by the time I end up posting this, it will be December 18th. That is in fact my birthday, and I was thinking, I want to listen to some good music on my birthday, or at least in the lead up to my birthday. And so, shout out to Graham, sent this material over to me, made it available. And again, as I've gone through a handful of tunes on Homecoming, I've enjoyed that album. I've enjoyed that live performance, even if I know it's not their best, and even if I know that Warner Brothers sort of messed with it when they released it in that CD format. But I can think of no better gift to myself than getting to hear some great Aha that I already love in a live performance that everyone has been talking about. So once again, shout out to Graham, and we're going to listen to the first tune on the playlist, which is, just so happens to be, Manhattan Skyline, one of my very favorite tunes. You can just basically end the sentence there. Probably my favorite Aha track still, though there's been so many good ones. It would certainly have to be a conversation, and I would eventually sort of like elevate a pantheon where it's like, okay, there's like 15 tunes that I'm putting in my favorite category. So yeah, but among all those, I would say Manhattan Skyline is still probably my favorite. And yeah, I just love the sort of progression of the tune. I love the dynamic juxtaposition of the two very different flavors of the track. I love the emotion of the tune, and again, shout out to those of you who, right after the first reaction to the album version, began explaining to me sort of the emotional place and sort of the personal place that came from. So yeah, bottom line, it's just an amazing tune, arguably my favorite Aha track and one of my favorite tracks from the 80s period. So let's get to it. This is 1991, the NRK live performance in Norway. This is Aha, and it's Manhattan Skyline. I get like goosebumps.
We sit and watch umbrellas fly. I'm trying to keep my newspaper dry. I hear myself say, my boat's leaving now, so we shake hands.
Those little touches make this part even more emotional.
The wind and the rain brings back words of a song, and they say away goodbye, away goodbye, away goodbye, away goodbye, away goodbye. Judah, I don't want to go again. Don't want to notice me. I don't want to
Knowing it's coming does not reduce the impact of that moment.
don't want to try again. Don't want to see you again. Don't let me see you again. I don't want to try again. I'll never see your face again.
Come on.
I can't say I should try. You are here. You said gaze in the depths of my eyes, but my eyes are dry. I don't want to try again.
The like bluesy nature of the guitar. It was definitely a special version of this. Funky jazzy feeling. And again, I'm feeling the like, hey, we're gonna jam for a little bit. I'm feeling that tendency here, which I've been told about by a number of you. Oh, what a great sound right here.
Sorry to myself, the chance of a lifetime to see you rising. On the front page, black and white picture of Manhattan skyline.
So yeah, I didn't hear any crowd noise there. Now that doesn't mean there wasn't a crowd, but now I'm wondering if this is like a live performance, like a live recording, but it was not in fact in front of a crowd. So yeah, I'm not sure. But either way, that was amazing, and I do very much love the like sort of extended sort of instrumental addition to the latter half of the tune. Really fantastic. That especially there was like a moment near the end where it was like a blend of some of that keyboard melody with that kind of blues influenced sort of guitar riffing. It found like a really good space sonically. So yeah, just an amazing song. Again, it's one of my favorite songs, and that probably is the best version I've heard. Again, like the studio version, in a way, you know how it, like I'm sure a number of you know, like if they're different. I listen to classical music, and sometimes I'll hear a piece, by a certain orchestra and under a certain conductor, and that becomes sort of ingrained in my head that, like, oh, that's how that piece sounds. And then I'll hear it performed by a different orchestra, which maybe for technical reasons might actually be superior, but because it might sound a little different, to me it's like, wait, that's it should sound a little bit different than that. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when you hear something a certain way the first time, it kind of imprints, or at least that's how my brain works. So like, the studio version might always be my favorite, just because, yeah, it really hit me strongly in the moment. But yeah, that was fantastic. And like I said, I do love the extra sort of instrumental riffing, or sort of jamming session of the tune. So yeah, just fantastic. Once again, shout out to Graham. There's so much stuff that is now available to go through, in addition just to the proper studio albums. So yeah, to anyone who has helped me go on this deep dive,